Yo, it's Mental Health Monday. And I saw something on Facebook just a few minutes ago that kind of resonated with me. And I have a feeling this might resonate with a lot of you as well. When you hurt genuinely kind people, you might not see an immediate reaction. They won't raise their voice, make accusations, or cause a scene. Instead, they'll carry their pain silently, showing the same warmth and compassion they always have. But deep down, something has shifted. They'll start to distance themselves, not in anger, but in quiet acceptance. Slowly, they'll create space, walking away without any dramatic goodbyes, and they won't look back. These are the people who valued you deeply and who trusted you without question. When that trust is broken, it doesn't shatter, it fades away, leaving them with no choice but to protect their own peace. They won't stop being kind or lose their gentle nature, but they'll never see you the same way again. Remember that losing a kind heart is something irreplaceable. Cherish them while you can, because once they're gone, they're gone. Now, I've lost count, and I always try to be a genuinely kind person. But if you come at me mean, then I'm not going to be kind. And I've had people that have broken my trust like that, but I was not like this describes. I just instantly said, well, okay, fuck you, and blocked them pretty much. And then they tried to weasel their way back into my life to get at other friends, to harass other friends, and I said, no. Like, get the fuck out of here. Leave me the fuck alone. I don't want to deal with you. I'm done with you. You fucked up. You told me I don't work hard on my content creation, when obviously I fucking do. So, get out. You're not welcome in my community. You're not welcome in my life. Get out. Plain and simple. And I'm not naming names on who that is, because that person has changed their name multiple times to try to get at me. And it's really sad that they think I'm that gullible to fall for their stupid shit. I've gotten to the point where it's like, no, I'm not going to be silent. I'm just going to block you and move on. And if necessary, talk shit about you, because, you know, you're a Karen and you have every right to be exposed, but at the same time, you know, I'm not always a complete asshole, but I can be one if you are one first. That I have no problem doing it. I really have no problem doing it. But yeah, it's just when you give constructive criticism to somebody who didn't ask for it, that's being mean. Don't do it. If they don't ask for it, don't fucking do it. Plain and simple. Because somebody told me years ago that I don't work hard on my content creation. Like, bitch, if you saw my shelf over here full of notebooks and stuff, I write everything down for my content. There ain't no way my brain would hold all that. As old as I get and the brain farts I get, yeah, no. I've always written stuff down. Always. I'm a nerd like that. It is what it is. Like, and it just makes me wonder how many other YouTubers out there, how many other content creators out there get an idea for their channel and actually have either a composition book or a notebook or something with paper in it and write down stuff and where to find it, or just write down whatever comes into their head to use for that video, because they know if they don't, they're going to forget it. Like, how many of y'all actually write your stuff down first? Now, this person that said that about me didn't do anything like this. It was just turn on a stream, open up a game, and start playing and talking. That was all they did. They didn't do any other content aside from just streaming and gaming and just chatting while they're gaming. Like, you don't know what working hard is, obviously. You think it's all about just opening up a game and stream. And for some people, yes, it is. But go look at Twitch. Go look at the people who are doing Grand Theft Auto or Red Dead Redemption 2 roleplay. Some of those stories that those people have for those characters are elaborately thought out first. And, you know, sometimes they have to alter them based on their interactions with other people's characters. So it may not always come out how they planned, but at least they have, like, a story and how they, for the most part, what they want to do with that character. And how they want things to go. But it also has to be flexible in that it coincides with somebody else's character because they're role-playing. I'm sure a lot of that stuff's written out. Some of them just wing it. And I mean, if you're good at winging it, wing it. Like, but I'm sure plenty of them have stuff written out. So, if someone's kind and accepting of you, always be careful what you say. Do not say something that may hurt their feelings. Just don't. If you have a intelligently functioning brain and it pops into your brain first, think to yourself, wait, is this going to hurt somebody's feeling? Is this going to hurt this person's feelings before I say it? Always think first if it's going to hurt what you're getting ready to say. Because telling someone they don't work hard on their videos, on their content creation, especially when you don't even know, you're just being assuming Karen. That's all you are. It's like, how is writing stuff not working hard? It's got to come into your brain before you can write it. It's got to go through multiple channels before it comes to the viewer. Same thing with writing a movie. Writing a script for a movie. That involves writing too. When it involves writing, that is work. And hard is work. Work is hard. I'm talking Yoda here. Work is hard when your hands don't want to cooperate. And you spend countless hours trying to write stuff. Now, I didn't write anything yesterday. I wanted to, but I didn't, and I think I let my S9 die again. Because I kind of got wrapped up in making, for any of you who watched my little video of the ornaments that I made for my tree. And now I got my mom wanting me to make her one, so thankfully I have quite a few of these. And I'm pretty sure Dollar Tree's got more. If I need to get more, I'll buy more. Now the other kind, I think this one I think I got off Wish, like a long freaking time ago. I thought I had more of these, because the one I used, I had spray-tied, but because of how intricate the design is on this one, the shirt that I made didn't come out very good. I should have stuck with a more basic one. But, so that was pretty much what I spent yesterday doing, was making those ornaments. And I started painting another one, but I was just like, well, I'll just make one video that has both of the snowflakes because, you know, I don't want to put too many. And I started painting another one, and I remembered the salt dough ornaments that we made at my parents' last winter, and I never got around to painting them, one of which was Miss Minutes, which I didn't pull her out to start painting her yet. I probably will this year. I'm trying to get more stuff, get more creative. Creativity is work. One of the other things that I started painting, aside from the salt dough, Dollar Tree has critters the wooden jointed things, sometimes, in their craft section. So I started painting this fish, because I was like, I could, wood glue a paper clip to the back of this and tie a ribbon through it, so it can be an ornament. Because it's like, what else do you do with a fish that you can't it won't, kind of, it won't really sit on a table upright. The bottom of it's not flat enough to sit upright and actually stay put. You would have to, lean it against something if you wanted it to stay put. And it's not that heavy, so it's it'd work on a Christmas tree. So I'm gonna wood glue a paper clip to the back of it. And now the other things that are like that, actually you can set on something. I think I have a shark, and those are actually flat bottomed. There's a shark, there's a lizard, there's a snake. Those all sit like that, but the fish is the only one that doesn't. So I was like, well, I'll just make it an ornament, because why not? But I'm not done that, so... And it is kind of big for an ornament, but at the same time, yeah, it's not that heavy either, so... It's all good. But... And I will make a video of the salt dough one when I'm finished with it, because I'm almost done with it. When I did that, I was like, because the dough had kind of softened a little too much, so it was kind of saggy, if that makes sense, because Mom made a teddy bear, and they're supposed to be more round, but it kind of looks like... It kind of looks like a stuffed teddy bear that had lost some of its stuffing and it just kind of went blump. But I did use, since they were coming out that way, we rolled some flat and used cookie cutters for them. And I'm gluing some of the little wooden things to it, so you'll get to see videos of those, because I have a few of those to do. And at least Miss Minutes is flat. I also made an Eevee head that I forgot I did, and it was either Pikachu or Eevee, and I went to pick it up out of the box and one of the ears broke, and I'm like, well, it's a good thing I have E6000. That should hopefully fix it. And it also had a cat one, and yeah, you can see the bottom caved in because of how wet it was. The dough was too wet, but it'll still work. I had to, because the paper clip was coming out of the bottom, I put some E6000 in there to hold it in. So yeah, that works pretty good for that. And then I'll have to paint that. I don't know what I'm going to paint on it yet, but we'll work my way through them. I'm probably going to do those before I do any more snowflakes. Now, Mom did want me to make her a snowflake, so I will make her one since I sent her pictures of them. And I told her, because originally I had told her that I wanted some of that spray tie-dye for Christmas from Amazon. And then I was going to send Dad the wish list that had it on it. And I'm like, now that I'm doing this at my desk, because it's something I can do literally any time. Like, tie-dye, the weather has to be perfect. This I can sit here inside and do it if the weather's bad. So I said, Mom, how about just getting me a Walmart gift card? That's easy. And then I can get more craft paints and stuff for my little mini projects at my desk. She's like, okay. And then she asked what Munchkin wanted, and I said, well, if you're doing gift cards, a Steam Games one or a Roblox one. And I said, don't get us any more chapstick, because I still have the chapstick that she gave us before, which is the cherry one, and I'm not really a fan of it, but I'm using it. Because we still have plenty. Like, I've been using it, but not, like, only when I'm down here, if I need it. And I got Munchkin a couple different flavors for her stocking, so. And I told her, like, if you want to get us candy, get us Ferrero Rocher, because we actually like the mixed thing now that we found out the white ones have coconut in them. Because hell yeah, I fucking love coconut. And the dark ones aren't bad either. I like all the flavors, really. I like the original best, because, like, it was kind of the one you grew up with. But the other flavors are pretty darn good, too. So it's just like, I know it's going to be a lean Christmas over there, which I ain't worried about. They had their roof redone, and that was a lot. So that was a lot more important to have done. Yesterday I also got the Saber Stalker Rep mount, which you have to farm 5,000 of those freaking claws. And my eyes were blurry after that shit. I was just like, oh my god. Now at this point I might as well go for the pet too. But I didn't even realize you get an achievement for farming 5,000 of those. So it's like, alright, sweet. But it's like, I also had looking for group chat to actually talk to while I was doing it. So that kind of made it a little bit less annoying. Because we were talking about Thanksgiving and like, what did y'all do? And it's just like, oh, I didn't do anything. And I'm like, it's not really that big a deal to us, first of all. Second of all, we had to work early Friday morning, so that, you know. And it's like, I go to bed around, like, 6:30, 7 o'clock, so, yeah, that just would not have worked at all. Thanksgiving does not work for us. But I've also had my share of homemade Wawa turkey bowls, even though they're made with chicken, because I don't really care for turkey. The only thing that I missed out on was green bean casserole, and then the one, I think it was a lady who's like saying, I don't care for green bean casserole, and then we're telling her, well, then you must, she said it to her, it's bland, and we're like, well, then you must, you know, have not had a good green bean casserole. You must have had basic green beans from the can, the fried onions, the basic fried onions, whatever. Like, that's probably why you don't like it, because the canned green beans are never as good as fresh or frozen. And if you really want to spice it up, saute some mushrooms and butter, add some garlic powder, salt and pepper to it. And then Walmart also has their own brand, and where the salad toppings are, of garlic crispy fried onions. It's meant for a salad topping, but it literally is the same thing, it just has better seasoning on it. So it's just like, it's all on how you make it. Fresh or frozen for the green beans is the way to go. And then I told her, I was like, well, don't feel bad, because I hate Hawaiian sweet rolls. I can't do them. They're just off-putting. Like, I just can't do it. And she's like, oh, I don't really care for them either. Just that sweet taste to them is very off-putting. And I'm like, yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know how people eat them, but I can't stand them. I just don't think a roll should be sweet like that. Unless you're giving me a bagel. If it's a bagel, yes. But just a regular dinner roll should not be that way, in my opinion. But and I tried very hard to do the pretzel bites, because they have sweetened pretzel bites, and they were like half the price because they were like on their expiration date or whatever, or sell by date. Because normally there ain't no way I'd be spending like what, $6-7 for a fucking tub of pretzel bites. No way, that's ridiculous. So I tried them and I'm like, no, I can't. I had to literally do the best I could to cover that up with cheese sauce. Just cover that sweetness up, because it just does not work. It's disgusting. I can't fucking do it. I don't know how people do it, but I just can't. It is very, very off-putting to me. And yeah, I know I'm not the only one with that. I did put up our tree yesterday also. I made it red this year. Now, last year I made it green for Loki, and obviously had the alligator Loki on it upstairs. This year, my initial thought was red with blue garland, so it's like Spider-Man. And then I realized, looking at it, the red is more for our loss this year, Daddy Vader. Anyway, it's something different. And the kid was like, don't we have any blue strands? I'm like, yeah, but we used blue the year before last. So, trying to switch it up. Next year, I guess we can go back to blue or multicolored, whatever. Well, I mean, I have multi on this one down here, but I was like, I bought the red ones on clearance to use, and they'd been sitting for a while, not used. I'm like, no, we're switching it up. We're gonna make it red this year. We'll go to blue next year or something else. Because I don't want to make it the same every year. And then I forgot I had gotten like a Baby Yoda thing to put as a topper, so we'll just go with that, because I really had no idea what the heck I was going to put on there, since, alligator Loki's on this tree. And it's a pain to get him to stay on there, so I'm not moving him. But yeah, it's going to be a cold week also this week, so I'm not looking forward to that. You all know I hate the cold. Can't fucking stand it. And it just makes me sleepy. Ended up taking a little bit of a nap yesterday because of it. I'm like, oh, it's like 25 degrees. This is not good. It's supposed to be like in the low 40s all freaking week. Meaning 20s first thing in the morning. So it sucks. Oh well. It is what it is. Time to get through another, hopefully a little more normal week, since it's not Thanksgiving week. And I finally hit my achievement of 350 mounts, because I bought the Trading Post one when it reset, which was that fox. That was the only one on there. The little goal thingy, adventure guide goal, is the Murloc romper, which I am gonna go for, because why not? I want a real life Murloc onesie. Like, I hate onesies because it's like a love-hate relationship with onesies. They're comfortable, they're warm, but as soon as you have to go to the bathroom, you have to pull the whole fucking thing down. And then you're sitting in the bathroom freezing. while you're going to the bathroom. Unless you turn the heater on. That's literally your only, like, help, and it isn't even that much. But I would still wear it. It's like, maybe I should just get some diapers. If I'm wearing it at home, just get some diapers and say, fuck it. No, they're too expensive, too. But yeah. I'm also going to shower this morning, because I feel gross now. I kind of felt gross last night, but I'm like, nah, I'll do it in the morning. It'll kind of help me wake up, and hopefully my hair will dry enough. I mean, it's only 2:20, so my hair being as thin as it is does not take long to dry. Because plus he's not going to work, so I literally still have like about an hour and a half to bullshit. And I already have food made for work, so I don't even have to make anything this morning. So I'm good to go. But that's all for this vlog. Be nice to people. Don't give constructive criticism unless it's asked for. Just a reminder. And that is another thing that is one thing that is going in my mental health reminder portal thing for next year. So if somebody gives you constructive criticism or tries to say that you don't work hard on your content when you know you freaking do, you can either be like that little blurb that I read, or the best bet for your own peace, block them and be done with them and say, look, if they try to ask you what they did wrong, like, whoa, you told me this, and that, and that was totally unnecessary and totally unkind, and I don't trust you anymore, plain and simple. So, bye. Just, you ruined our friendship, so if you're gonna do that kind of thing in manipulative way, then I can't trust you, and honestly, no one deserves to trust you. Plain and simple. But yeah, anyone that comes at you rude, just block them immediately or walk away. Depending on how it happens. Social media block, IRL, just walk away. Like, no, I don't have time for you. Get away. They need to invent something called idiot repellent. It's Karen repellent. We need Karen repellent. We need Karen repellent. I already have Karen repellent. I have that me as a Karen pointing emote on Twitch, so if anybody comes into my chat for being a Karen, I'm gonna spam the shit out of that. And then I'm gonna say, you're being a Karen, get the fuck out of here. Plain and simple. Wish I could use that here on YouTube. But I think that's something that comes with getting monetized. I don't know. I don't know if it's any different than Twitch's emotes or whatever, but... And I'll probably never find that out, but it's okay. At least I'm leaving something behind.